Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We are back live again. All right, so we've been working on trying to get things taken care of and finished up here. So, notification started. But thank you guys for tuning in. We'd greatly appreciate it if you'd hit the like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So we do all kinds of really interesting things here, I think. But anyhow, today, try to, like I said, finish up some of the odds and ends. Just gonna figure out which wire is what here before I start getting too wild and crazy. So I know I've got some extra on one of these cables for the fan and for the other. So that one is for the fan. All right. Pull the excess up front. Hello, Bruce. Good evening, Gary. Just got home. Yep, you're just in time. So, yeah, I'm gonna make a couple connections here for the fan. I'm gonna run the fan and the voltmeter here on separate lines. Well, I know I've got more than enough for all that. Got the cables made up. Got the ends finished as far as on the crimping and soldering. Got that all taken care of here. So they're all crimped hydraulically, obviously, soldered, and then we get the heat shrink put on. So that part's all taken care of and ready to go. So now we're just stripping some wires, and we'll actually be doing some assembly on this thing. Sometimes it just gets overwhelming trying to get all this done and such short time frames. Of course, I finished up the connectors this morning, and then come in here. I've been in here a good hour and a half, roughly. Got me a little bit of breakfast, and then finished up, like I said, a few little odds and ends before we went ahead and decided to go live. The wires out of the way, they'll get laid over here to the side. Hemo's out here. Keep burning my finger here. And turn the soldering iron up a little bit more too. Yeah, it's tacked, but it's not sucked down like I want it to. Good evening, Michael. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day. What is today? The Wednesday. Yeah. I work so many hours, so many days in a row that I actually lose track of time as far as what day of the week it is anymore. Okay, there's that. Silver on silver, you kind of blends in. These are probably one of the handiest tools I have used in the last 30 years. It's a pair of hemostats. I know my poor old floor is ready for another good sweeping. It's actually amazing when you stop and think about it. You know, how many times you can sweep the floor and you still wind up getting metal and wire clippings and everything else, kind of like owning a pet almost. There we go. Always with the hair. Wires right down in here. Come on, baby. These are twisted pairs, so. All right. We got that taken care of. So now I've got my hot and ground for up there. Now we can actually start bolting the back onto this and go on to the next stage. Depending on using all the 879s. Well, on the 4x16, do you want C's for your driver? I mean, we can use whatever you want. Good evening, Mr. Carlock. I figured you might pop in there for this evening. Definitely wanted to say thank you. This one's got a little bit of fuzz left on it. Background behind there, but I think he took this from my Made in USA sticker. Kind of made these up just a little different, but I've got some 120 millimeter, and it's really nice. If I get it turned the right direction, I've got some 92 millimeter. These are going to look really nice on some amplifiers once I go ahead and get these mounted. I've got 3 2-pills ready to actually go out the door. They're in the standard silver cabinet. They're just regular everyday builds, but they are with the C series transistors. But I do have 3 2-pills that I have put together, throughout the little bit of time frame here and there that I've had. But I do have 3 of those ready to go. I haven't built any of what I call the Evolution series, which is all in a black case with biasing and all that good stuff. So I need to get on some of that as well. But I've been trying to take care of everything else first. A piece of cardboard here real quick. Because I want to go ahead and tighten up these 2 nuts here, and then I want to go ahead and mount my 2 wires here directly to the shunt, mainly because I'm going to start running out of real estate real quick as far as from getting my hands down inside here. Let's see. I'm going to need this from the other end. There we go. Nice and tight. Yeah, these are the only 2, which thankfully, since the back's off like it is, it'll make it real easy to hook up right here, because I can do that kind of in my lap and then hook those up last. But so we've got to hook up our wires here for the shunt, which just happen to have made up for some reason. Let's get them off of there. But thank you again, Mr. Carlock. Definitely like that. Let's see, high-low switch or variable or just on off. I guess I got to read a couple more. So much on the bang bang hobby. Yeah. Sometimes I do that. My spare money though has been going to the wifey fund. So I haven't been able to spend any as far as on the bang bangs. Well, as far as on the 455s, which I'm sure you mean the 454s, the 454s, if a lot of it depends on the radio that you're going to drive it with, which I think you said something about your radio that you've got is about a 100-watt drive. The 454, it's going to be a little, you're going to be right there, probably kind of overdrive on a 454 transistor. Even with 4 of them in there, you're going to be right there on that edge of overdriving those. The C's would probably be your better bet in regards to that, because you can, you're going to be loafing it anyways. All right. Okay. Yes, Mr. Carlock, I definitely do like them. Like I said, that'll be nice on a couple of the different cabinets. Some of them, like the one I used for this, I think I'm going to paint black. And then some of them I'm going to leave just in the raw finish, just like they are, because they'll go great on the black background. So that's the nice thing about those, is I can kind of customize them either way I want. Hey, good evening time, Chad. So you're just in time to pick up and watch a little bit of this yourself. All right. Before I get too crazy here, let me grab some screws, because once I get ready to put that up there, I won't be able to stretch as far. Yeah. By the way, guys, to let you know, yes, this is way overkill. As far as all the added padding for the wiring and stuff. This is way overkill for what it's needed, especially after getting everything trimmed down. I could have just gotten by with a single 8-gauge on each one of these, but because I was going to be what I thought it was going to be much longer than what the wires actually were. That's the main reason why I went ahead and doubled it up. Otherwise, we could have got by with just a single 8-gauge off of each module. So kind of want to put that out there. I'm gonna have my head here in the way. Try to adjust the camera here a little bit so you guys can kind of see while I'm working away. That dog, good evening. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have to worry about necessarily voltage loss, like I said, because we've got an overkill on the wiring. Down to a certain types there. There's never enough hands to do this stuff, guys. Never, never, never. Now Chad's offering me a couple of hands right now. Yeah, you've been there too, Chad. You know, just like your dog's in there. You know, you can ask them to help. They'll look at you. That's about as much help as they're going to be. Yeah, they're going to look at you and say, well, what do you mean you need my help? But that's what pets are for. Now the fun stuff. Rolling all these wires around. Let's see what it's going to get at. Oh yeah. I'll be able to manipulate those and those row on them. So I'll worry about that part here in a minute, I think. Yeah. It's going to look crazy here, but we're actually going to flip-flop these. That way I can get these to lay the way I want them to. Yeah, it would be so much easier if we cut all the wiring to just what we need on each side, but same token, that doesn't help in the other situation, which is to make sure that everything stays electrically the same. I don't want these tight yet. I just want to get them drawn down just a little bit more so that I can still move them. That should give me that little extra I need. These cabinets sometimes are kind of a tight fit together. Not too worried about getting everything tight just yet. That'll all come in time. the more screws I get started in this, a whole lot easier it is. That is for sure. All right. Turn the camera around here a little bit. Get you guys over here. Yeah, here in the shop, I use a lot of adjustables, and that's only because I'm kind of starving for room. I've had umpteen people tell me, well, why don't you just move everything to the garage? Well, the garage is further away from the house. It takes a lot more to heat it, even more to cool it. It's not near as quiet. And this is already set up. So, oh, and I don't have near the electric capacity out there as I do here in my shop. Yeah, my shop, I've got about 3 times the electrical capacity is what I've got out in the garage. I really don't feel like rewiring the entire garage. Plus then where would I put the motorcycle? The 66 Buick I've got. you know, the things that a garage is designed for. So, you know, but I did do an add-on to the shop, so yeah, you know, I still have to go outside just to go back inside, because it's literally on the other side of the wall. I did build an add-on to go ahead and add all the extra storage space for stock, all that good stuff. And of course, 25 years ago, I wasn't expecting to be where I'm at either. You know, I did this more for just hobby. You know, and then I did it for a living. Trying to do it as a hobby again, but you know, the hobby is still just as much of a job, just as much of a job as what it always was. All right. All I can say is wow. All right, let's put this up on the edge. We're going to go ahead and start putting some side plates on it. That way I can turn it around and we can work on the front end. Now the old girl's taking some shape. Well, hello, Mr. 3. I need to read up on this here. Mr. Slave, so yeah. Yeah, I haven't got any of the megawatts in yet. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading the comments here. So I got to get a little closer to the screen. Yeah, sadly, I still do have to either go outside or go in the house. So what'd you get, Jeremy? Oh, the Striker 490. Let's see here. Actually, I'm kind of screwing up here, because I want to put those other holes towards the back, not towards the front. So I've got the left on the right and the right on the left. The one in the middle, oh my. Or are they? Oh, I guess it's the same. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Move out here a little bit more for you guys up. Knock off some of the excess glare too. Yeah, Mr. Carlock, if you're still in there, I didn't realize that you and I were kind of as close as what we are. You know, you're kind of a neighboring state, anyways, across the state line, if you will. Come on, get in there. I'll tell you guys, the way things have been as far as my time, I was beginning to wonder if I was ever going to get to the end of this. Now that I'm finally here, you know, it won't take too much longer, I don't think, before we'll be able to fire this thing up and try it out. And then see it go to a happy home somewhere. And I'm one screw short. It's not too bad for just sticking my hand in there and grabbing a handful. And without fail, there is the wife. Tell her good morning here. And good morning to you, honey. Yeah, she's already accepted the fact that I'm going to be working on stuff like this on a pretty regular basis. So, okay. And I can already tell, going back to the best laid Glands of men and mice. All right. That ought to make you a little dizzy. Let's see here. Gotta get caught up. All right. So I am going to need to cut 2 more wires because I can already tell I'm going to be too short on the other end. But that's all right. It's an easy fix as long as I've got wire. Yeah, I did kind of a guesstimation on this whenever I cut those 2 wires for the shunt. So now I got to redo the shunt wires. Oh, and you will be happy to know, Early, I did go ahead and put some oil on that squeaky chair for you. It may still squeak, but not as loud. What are you buying, 3? Trump stickers. I know I've got more than enough now, guys. Start it that way. Easier to get my zip tie started on there first, and what it is once I get that other screw put in there and get it all tightened down. I'm using Teflon wire also for this. Okay, if I can't make it to the front of the cabinet now, since we're already past there, we're going to be in trouble. Still going to be enough that I can make some combiners and stuff out of that. So, all right. I think I'll leave well enough alone because I still want a little bit of slop in there. All right, guys, got to move the camera out of the way for just a second. Yeah, I'd say Chad's probably already back at the bench by now. Let's see here. Talking about the Fords, huh? Alrighty. Try to get you guys in here at a decent angle. If only it was all this easy right here. That's the easiest part about the whole job. Ford's number one. All right. Let's see here. Trying to think which way I want to do this. Okay, the load goes to the bottom of the breaker. Get these kind of halfway pre-rolled a little bit, and it'll make it easier when I go to start zip tying this all together. Alrighty, guys. Well, I just now looked at the time, and it is 9 o'clock. You guys know what that means. I get to stop having fun time here, and I get to go back to work. So, all right, guys. Take care, and we will catch you on the next live feed. I'm not sure if I'll get this part done on camera or if I'll do this off camera as far as to get all these rolled together and tied down in place. But anyhow, so we are nearing the end, so we'll have this all ready to fire up hopefully by this weekend. All right, guys, take care. God bless. Have a great evening. Get you on the next live feed.